Now it's time for the juicy stuff, downloading the code and uploading it onto your device to play with. Get onto our site and navigate to Phase 1. This is where you'll find all the programs you need to download, and the code you will need to get your device working. When you click on the links, you will get this. Make sure when you download the entire folder and not just the code. You can tell you're downloading the entire folder when you see the word zipping in the corner. Next step is to download Arduino, the program you will need to upload your code onto the device. Scroll down and download the correct app for the correct system. I've got a Mac, so I'm going to click on Mac OS X. Click on Just Download. And once the download is complete, just click on Arduino and it should work straight away. You'll end up with a blank template. The next thing to download is the Arduino MIDI library. Click on the first link, just like what I'm doing. You don't have to open the folder, just remember where you put it. The final thing to download is the hairless MIDI. This is what helps you connect your device to the digital workstation. Again, download the program for the correct system. I've got a Mac, so I will click on the Mac OS X again. Import MIDI library into Arduino. Open up the Arduino, then click on Sketch. Then hover over Include Library, then click Add Zip Library. Remember the MIDI library you downloaded before? I've still left mine in Download, so I'm going to click Download and then click on MIDI. I've already got mine uploaded, so there's an error message. Once you've connected your device through the USB cable, go to Tools and make sure the port is connected to the Arduino. And make sure the board is the correct Arduino you are using. Now it's time to change the code to suit your device. I'm going to use the potentiometer one just to demonstrate, but the same applies to the wind sensor. Double-click the Arduino code file and then find the buttons. Your job is to change the first column. Remember the pins? These numbers are pin numbers, and you have to input the lowest number in button 1 and the highest number on button 10. Then just double check that there are 10 button numbers in this section and there are 8 zeros in these brackets. After you have double checked that, just upload it using this button and you will get an update message down here. After you have uploaded, find hairless MIDI. Mine is already connected to USB ACM. When you first start, this might not be the case and it might be not connected. Not to worry, just change it to your USB cable. And remember to tick the box next to the serial MIDI bridge on. And the next thing to check is that the MIDI out and MIDI in should both be IAC driver. If all things are working correctly, you should see the lights blinking on and off continuously and messages constantly coming through. If you can't see it, it's because you have the debug MIDI messages checked off. Once this is done, just turn on GarageBand or whatever digital workstation you have and it should work smoothly. One fun thing you can do is sample sounds. Sampling sounds means you just take recorded material and then use it to create an instrument. The sound can be anything from clock chimes, hitting the table, shouting. To get this working, once you've clicked GarageBand, then head over down to Plugins. You'll either find the sampler right there, or if you can't find it, head to the Instruments, Apple, and then you'll find the sampler there. Initially, you'll get this sound. To create your own instruments, expand the editor, then click the cog, then add samples. Make sure your sound file is a WAV file, not an MP3 or any other kind of file. I've got some pre-downloaded sound effects, and this is what it sounds like now. Currently it's got the two sounds mixed, but I only want the clock sound. So I'm going to click on the other sound that I didn't import and just click the minus button. And now I should just have the sound of the clock. Troubleshooting. Some common issues I've encountered during this project. If you leave the hairless MIDI on and then try to upload, you will encounter this problem. Make sure you turn it off before uploading. The other issue is, I can't find MIDI out and in. One way to fix this is, Head to your Launchpad and find your Audio MIDI setup. After you click the Audio MIDI setup, click on Window, then Show MIDI Studio. After that, click on the IAC driver. Force the driver on by ticking the box next to Devices Online, and now you should have a MIDI out and in. Now you've got the code working, it's time to move on to making the frame.